on our packet. And what we're going to do is take these long, ugly, logarithmic stuff right here, and we're going to write it as a single logarithm. So, woohoo! I definitely want to do number 70 because it's going to be a lot like 71, and I like it a lot. Okay, but look right here. We've got the 3, and they all have the same base. And by the way, you don't see the base, so we know it's in a base 10. But we're going to write this as 1 log. So when you do this, you're going to write log 1 time. And notice I'm adding here, so I can make the 2 1 by multiplying. So I would write this as x times y. Here I'm subtracting, so I know that I can combine that by dividing. So it would look just like that, okay? So let's try this one. Notice they all have the same base. So I'm going to write it 1 time, log base of 3. Okay, now if there's a number out front, remember that came because it was originally an exponent, okay? So this is really log base 3 of x squared. This is log base 3 of y cubed because this 3 would swing up there. There's nothing there, so I won't even worry about him, okay? So now I can combine this. So look here, I have x squared minus, so this is x squared over y to the 3rd. So it's x squared over y to the 3rd, but I'm adding, so that means I'm multiplying, so he's going to go on the top. So I'm just going to kind of pull out my little fraction bar so it could look just like that, okay? I really would like it if my little y to the 3rd was a little more centered under there, but he's okay. All right, what about this one? Remember, this goes up here. So I have log base 3 of a squared. And this would be log base 3 of b to the 1/4, because if there's a number in front of the log, it was an exponent, plus log base 3 of c. Okay, so I'm going to take these 1, 2, 3 and write them as 1, so it's log base 3. Be careful here, this is an a squared. I'm subtracting, so I know it's going to go in the denominator. I'm going to go ahead and write this as the 4th root of b. That's what that means, b to the 1/4. Here I'm adding this, so that means I'm multiplying. If you want to put this all in parentheses, it's probably good. Not necessary, because there's actually just one ugliness here. Okay? Now, as you can see, these are a little bit easier. What I noticed here, let's just get started, is they're all base b. But again, this could be written, there's that one. It's got a number right in front of the log, so I can write him as an exponent. Just swing him up. Same thing here, log base b of x to the 4th. So you take the number in front of the log, he is an exponent. So now I have log base b of x over x to the 3rd. If I'm subtracting, it's going to go in the denominator. If I'm adding, it goes in the numerator. Okay, I've got x's all over the place, so you need to go ahead and simplify. So realize that this is x to the 5th over x squared, over x cubed. I'm already doing the answer in my head, because remember, when you multiply, you add your exponents. So your final answer should be log base b of x squared. So that's a good problem. It's simplified a little bit more. Okay, this one, look ahead. Hopefully, when you got started, you're like, oh, they all have log base 8. But do you remember that the log of 1 is always 0? And when these are the same, it's always 1. So what I have here is minus 0 plus 1. Oops, I forgot the little a in there. That's funny. So my final answer should honestly just be log base 8 of a plus 1. That 1 is not added on to this a. It's like an afterthought. If I was going to graph that, that would make it go up 1 is what it's doing. And that's it. Enjoy.